I'm looking for some products. There's a product I like, something for my face. What would you advise me to use? I really want some serum. Sorry, I'm dropping your things. I'm interested in getting a serum for my face. And then something that can calm it. Yeah. So please show me one of the products which you think I can buy, so that I farm my face, and I also remove these very many spots. Today we are going to spend some minutes with this lady you see on the screen right here. She is the proprietor of this clinic, as well as that beauty shop you saw me at the beginning of this video, where I was trying to buy a serum. So here we are. Hello and welcome to my channel, Grandma Frida. Today we are in a place called Kangemi in Nairobi town, and we have a young lady here. She's going to give us a lot of her own insights about her preparation for retirement. You may wonder she looks so young, but retirement preparations is about starting as early as you can. So without so much, I would like her to take up the seat and tell us who she is, and please welcome to my channel, Grandma Frida.
Thank you so much, Grandma Frida. I really appreciate. I'm Esther Orenyo Asaba, and I'm the in charge of Feel Better Medical Clinic, located at Kangemi, opposite Cooperative Bank at Palace Building, first floor.
Esther, who retired at 37 years after serving as a customer care officer in an international organization, also owns this cosmetic shop.
This is Blessed Star Stores, situated at Gate B, Nyayo, Embakasi. It was started at 2023 March, and gradually it has been growing by the grace of God. At least now we are where we wanted to be when we were starting. I was born in Kisumu County, and I was raised in Kisumu. But in my high school, I did it in Kitale County. After that, I got a job in Kisumu County. I started as a customer care representative at a bigger organization, an international organization. And after that, I had to school myself because I lost my mom, who was the breadwinner of the family. And I had no one to take me to college, so I had to school myself. Fortunately, we had a branch in Kisumu, newly opened branch for University of Nairobi, and I took advantage of that because I could not go full-time, but I was doing part-time. And I went to school and did something in community health at a diploma level. Then after that, I was transferred to Nairobi with the same organization. After that, I was working. I was thinking about my future because when you're working and you don't see any progress in your life, that shows that there's something wrong, or there's stagnation, which not everyone needs. Everyone works, when you go to work in the morning, you work towards your future, your destiny.
After working for some time and feeling the void, Esther decided to do something, and the first thing she did was actually to go and upgrade her academic credentials. What happens? You come to Nairobi.
I was given transfer to Nairobi, came to Nairobi, I thought that I should also upgrade in my education, because I believe education is everything. And because I had my brother had joined to help me out to educate my small sister, our last born. So at least I had the resources to pay my fee too. So I joined university to upgrade to degree level. So I was upgrading from the diploma that I did in Kisumu. When you come to Nairobi, it's a bit challenging because you get that your age mates are doing better and things are growing fast and are moving fast. So I thought of, yes, I'm going to school and I'm working and I'm being paid, but is that what I want in life? I thought that I should break that norm of working to my retirement age.
That is very good.
My coming to Nairobi, it was a challenge. First, I didn't want to come to Nairobi because I thought that it is a bigger city that it could not accommodate me. That fear of the unknown, because since I was born, I had never been to Nairobi.
That's unlike most of us. Most of us, when we were growing up, Nairobi was our dream town. We were wishing to come to Nairobi. I'm happy we have young people who didn't like Nairobi.
It's just the fear of the unknown, because I was being told Nairobi is hectic, you have to move faster, you have to be sharp, things are expensive, life is expensive. And by then I was not, what can I say, my salary was not that much. So when I started calculating how am I going to survive in Nairobi, it was a challenge.
Not much. You mind telling us how much you
earned
that time?
Not much. My salary range was around 10,000 by then.
Okay. Okay.
So I felt like, because hearsay.
Yeah.
I used to hear that Nairobi houses are expensive, transport is expensive, and food is expensive. So the fear.
Okay.
I didn't want to come to Nairobi, but I didn't know that God had a purpose for me to be in Nairobi.
So when Esther gets to Nairobi, she starts feeling the pinch. But as she says, there is God who had a destiny for her. And let's learn, how did she get to this destiny? We are in 2025 and we are seated in this beautiful clinic. Where is the transition?
Okay, sometimes I say that God's time is the best. And when He plans, He has a purpose for everything. Yes, I used to deliver at my workplace. I used to be the best, and I used to love my job so much. But it came to a point where I felt like I should be having my own. Yes, because I was working day in and day out, but my salary was never enough. And I felt like when I'm still energetic, why can't I start something that will build me up before I get to 40?
You're telling us you started feeling like you are not getting enough at your place of work. And what did you think of when you started feeling that way?
What contributed to that? That I was not even contented with what I was doing at my workplace. And I felt like I'm getting drained at the end of the day. It's more of family issues. After my mom passed on, my dad remarried and they had a child. And my dad, because he was a retiree by then, and also I felt like the child that they were raising with my stepmom was not getting enough as a child, because my dad was alcoholic and the mom was a housewife without any income at the end of the day. So I decided to take responsibility of my stepsister. And now my family was growing because I also have a boy, a baby boy, a single mother.
Okay, so what I can see here, your responsibilities are growing, your income is not sufficient enough,
Yeah, sure.
so you start dreaming of how you can increase your sources of revenue and how you can get satisfaction.
Yeah, sure.
So what are these motivators that make you, because I'm still asking, why are we here? What is it that motivates you to come here? Yes.
After that, I felt like whatever I was earning, I felt like it is, let me call it peanut, because by the end of the month when I received the money, after distributing, paying my rents, my bill, and then also buying food and paying fee for my son and my stepsister, I had nothing to save, to call mine or even to save. I had nothing.
By the way, that's something that really it affects very many people. Just relying on one stream of income can be very straining, especially when you are staying in a big town like Nairobi and you have the bills, you have personal responsibilities and family responsibilities.
I started thinking of how I can get extra from my salary that I get every month. And fortunately, I met a friend who was doing a business, a childhood friend who introduced me to cosmetic and hair products, in general beauty. And by then, she really motivated me. She told me that salary is never enough, and if you want to grow, and if you want to have something that you call by your name, you must do something like business. Yes.
So you have to combine your work and
Yes.
something different.
So she advised me on how I can start the business, and from there I thought about it, and that's how I started my cosmetic beauty business.
Yeah, okay, that's quite interesting. So you're still working, you're thinking, you're talking to a friend, she's telling you about cosmetics. So what came first? Is it the cosmetic shop or this clinic?
The cosmetic shop started there. I started it in 2023, March 2023.
Oh, okay. So tell us, are you still working by the time you're having this shop, or what happened?
After my friend shared the idea of doing the business, I thought about it, and it didn't take long, because at least she was my mentor at that point. And immediately I decided to go and borrow some finances, because business is money.
Borrow from where?
From the bank.
How do you walk into a bank to borrow money? Please, because what I want you to do, address us as your audience, because I can imagine just waking up and going to the bank to start to take money.
With banks, if you have been saving with them, or if maybe your salary has been channeled through the bank, it's easier to get a loan compared to just someone walking in and you need a loan, because they need a guarantee or a surety.
So you're telling my viewers that if they are working and their money goes to a particular bank, they can walk to that bank and take a loan, just because their salary is taken to, I mean, they get their salary from that bank.
They have to calculate how much do you earn, so that also then they should not take everything, that at the end of the day you don't have anything to sustain yourself.
So does that mean you have to walk to the bank first?
Yes, you have to go to the bank, and most of the companies, these big companies that we work with, they have something called contract with banks concerning their employees. So they are like our guarantors. So when you walk to the bank, if they already have contract with a certain bank, you are able to get a loan, because at the end of the day, they know that if they give you a loan, your employer is a guarantor.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So this time you're still working, so you think about walking into the bank to look for a loan, because behind your mind, you're already thinking about cosmetics.
Yeah, sure. I was thinking about the cosmetic because I didn't have an idea, but my friend gave me an idea. And I didn't want to hesitate about it because all along I was thinking, I'm earning, but I'm not earning enough to sustain me and my family. So when I got the idea from the friend, I thought of starting the business immediately. But fortunately or unfortunately, I had to take a loan from the bank. And from that point, I got the loan because it doesn't take long when you have a guarantor who is your employer.
And you have a salary.
And you have a salary that is channeled through that bank. So when I got the loan, it was around 350,000, because also I didn't want to start small. I wanted to start something that will bring better returns.
You took a loan of 350. Why did you decide on 350?
First, I went to look for the house or the business premise that I wanted to do my business in, and the rent was 20,000. So I calculated when I do the deposit and the rent at the same time, and shelves. So I had to bring a carpenter who was going to fix the shelves at the shop, and when we did the budgeting, the shelves were going to cost me around 180,000. And also I needed the stock, but fortunately my friend promised that she will help me out to stock the place, because he had already had a contract with these big companies who are bringing her goods, and then she pays after some duration. So she promised that she's going to help me stock the shop. So that's why I went for 350,000 shillings. Yeah.
Had you gone through the business plan with your friend?
Because with the technology, we had not met one-on-one, but we were talking via the phone calls and videos.
Quite interesting, Esther. You're telling us you already have a business plan, you've already set up a business place, you have your shelves, and are you still working? And at what point do you separate from your employer to really get into real business, or are you still with your employer? Let me not assume.
Okay, when I was setting the business, I was still employed, because at the back of your mind, know that I had a loan, so I had to settle the loan. And when you are starting a business, you can't say that you start today and you grow tomorrow. It is a gradual thing, and because the capital was not mine for me to resign from my workplace, I had to settle the loan first. So I started the business, and I was still employed. Yeah.
So how long did it take you? You're still employed and you're running your business as you pay your loan.
When I started the business, I had to take my annual leave so that I get time to know my business and how it runs. So I took like 1 month away from my work, and now I was based in my business, because I could not just employ someone before knowing how my business runs. So that's why I took 1 month away from my employment, and I had to come and learn more how the business runs and how I'm supposed to do things. So it enabled me. After 1 month, I had to look for someone to help me out run the business, because I had to report back to my work. So it was a bit challenging, because the way I used to run it is not the way the lady was running it. And that was a big challenge on my end, because it gave me a lot of pressure. I had to go to work in the morning and make sure by evening when I leave my work, I'm at the shop so that I get also customer care. Yeah, so I didn't have time for myself.
So this business of you're at your work and you're running your business, how long did it take? You know, you've not told us whether you've exited the job. Are you still at the job, or you're now running your business?
I was still at the job to clear my loan, sorry, because that was the only source of income that I had. And the business returns was not that much for me to clear the loan as well, survive with it, because I'm the sole breadwinner to my family. It took me because I started business in 2023 March, if I'm not wrong. But I resigned from my job 2024 in December. So it took me like 1 year and some few months to resign from my employment.
Had you paid your loan?
I had already cleared my loan by
Wow. So 2024 you quit your job, and when you are quitting your job, you only have the shop, the cosmetic shop. So at what point did we get to where we are right now?
I felt like there was too much pressure at my work because they felt like I was not delivering the way I used to be. And through that, I felt like I should leave one and now concentrate on the other one.
Okay.
And at the back of my mind, I was like, I cannot leave what I've toiled to start, and that is my own. So I felt like the only thing that I can step down or leave is the employment part of it, because at the end of the day, we say that most of the organization we don't have job security. So I felt like, what if I leave my business and at the end of the day also my employment goes down, and also maybe retrenchment, something like that. So I decided, let me drop and resign from my current working place and now concentrate on my business. So I resigned, I gave 1 month notice, and by end of December 2024, I had to clear and leave the organization, and now I was now operating my business fully.
Did you quit with some lump sum?
Okay, I can't call it lump sum. I was seriously thinking about my pension or my years to come when now I'm not actively.
Already?
Yes.
Wow, that's nice. You are already thinking about your retirement as you have started your business, and you're thinking about quitting your job.
Yeah, sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so before I resigned, I calculated how much do I have retirement benefits, and I had to go to my pension scheme, which is Jubilee. And I sat down with them so that we discuss more about it. I didn't just want to leave the employment without knowing what about the future, because retirement is meant for future.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it that you are actually preparing for in terms of your retirement?
After resigning, I had left some funds in my account.
In which account?
For pension account.
Your pension account,
and at the same time, I still contribute towards it.
You still contribute even outside?
It is not dormant.
Oh, your pension fund.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
You contribute every month something there.
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah. So my retirement plans, because I've lived in the city and with all the noise and you know, by the time you get retired, your age doesn't allow you to rush like Gen Zs. So you need a quiet place, a cool place, full of nature, somewhere that you can just wake up.
That's your dream.
And walk around your compound.
That's your dream.
And do some exercises.
Yes.
So I just need a cool home, beautiful home, out of Nairobi.
So are you thinking of building a home or going to rent a home outside Nairobi?
No, I don't rent. I believe that when I build my home, I have an investment.
And who told you can't get a quiet place in Nairobi? You see areas like
It's already populated.
places like Huaka. If you go inside Dumberi, Mushadha, they're very. You go all the way to Embu. You know it's near the city, but very serene and very quiet.
But so long as it is outside Nairobi, where it's, the life is not of that rush.
Yeah.
Something very cool, full of nature. Somewhere that I can also do my small scale farming there and get fresh food.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an area in mind?
I was shopping around. I felt like maybe somewhere that I can hear birds sing.
Where is this place? Tell us your dream.
Along Naivasha. It's
in Naivasha area?
Yes. I feel like Kiambu area, central places, they have nice environment.
It's true.
And it's very cool.
By the way, it's true.
Trees
That's
all
one
over
thing
the
people
place.
have not noticed, yeah? Central Kenya, specifically after the UN, going all the way to the main Nakuru-Nairobi road. Oh, those are very good places. But what is it that attracts you to those places?
They have, the environment is very cool. A lot of trees, very green. The weather is cool.
By the way, their climate is. That's one thing most Nairobians have not noticed. And that area, in terms of water, in terms of cool climate, it's an awesome place. Yeah. Of course, not everybody likes cold.
Yeah.
So that's your dream?
That is my dream home. And a place where I can do some small farming. At least I feel like I should eat fresh food from my own farm.
In Kiambu, you'll manage that. But I'm wondering, why not your home county? I don't think you come from Kiambu.
Because my home is a bit far from my businesses, and I need also to continue running my business. It doesn't mean that when I retire with everything.
Yeah. Yes. I think that's why I actually agree Kiambu would still be easier for you to commute and continue with your business. But are you not thinking of expanding your business?
I'm thinking of that, but you know, they say that where you started from, you must be close to that.
Yes,
it's true. Yeah.
So, after thinking about your house, that beautiful house in whichever county, what else was behind your mind as you are thinking about retirement and thinking about making your business better?
Wow. Another thing that I was thinking about my retirement is health, because I believe health is wealth.
Having been working in an international organization, were you well covered?
We were well covered. That one I cannot complain.
The insurance, health insurance.
Yes, we had a health insurance.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is my thought, that whenever I think of pension and contributing towards my pension, I'm also thinking that I should have my personal health insurance. Right now, I'm still using this for the government, social health insurance for the government, and I'm planning to open my own account under health insurance with one of the insurance company to cover me and my family.
What is it that is really motivating you to have an insurance, a health insurance in your retirement?
In my retirement, we believe that when you get old, we have many diseases that come along with old age. Things like high blood pressure, blood sugars, and now the cells are tired. So you need health insurance so that you don't strain whenever you go for checkups, whenever you need any attention. At least health insurance covers a lot, and you can walk in anytime and without even thinking about finances and anything.
I'm so happy, Esther, you're thinking about that. You're barely 40. You're not even 40 yet, and you're already thinking about health insurance. Health insurance cover in your retirement, and that's quite That's quite important for anybody who is thinking about retirement, and especially at your own age. Yeah? And apart from that, what is your other dream in retirement?
My other dream, I want to tour the world.
Esther wants to tour the world.
I'm telling you.
What
I
are
want
these?
to appreciate myself. I just want to tour the world and know how is this world.
Esther, the world is so huge.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind? What are the countries that you are really dreaming of?
America.
America. Yes.
Israel.
Israel.
Yeah, sure. I'm really longing to tour those two places.
Why?
I feel like this America, since I was small, I used to hear America, America, America. And I want to know what do these Americans have?
He has heard in heaven. You will go there. What about Israel?
Israel, according to the Bible, the Israelites, yes.
The 40 days journey, all that.
And everything.
The chosen tribe.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you want to reach
the
that
history
land.
of Israelites.
Yes. And put your feet
Step
on
that
that
land.
very famous land.
Yeah.
So apart from outside those two countries, are there places within our own country you'd really love that now you are retired and you have your time and you would like to?
I think most places that I've ever longed to be was in Mombasa, and I've never been there, and Naivasha. Yes. Is there any place that I am longing to?
You don't want?
I don't think so.
Imagine.
I'm just contented with it.
Okay, that is you. But let me tell you something. Kenya has so much.
Sure.
And very interesting places, but you're still young. As you grow, as you read, as you watch what is happening, you'll realize you're missing a lot in Kenya. It has a lot to offer you besides America and Israel. It's quite interesting story about your preparations for retirement. I haven't heard you tell me anything about your preparations in terms of your family.
My dream is to invest for the sake of my children, to get a better life in their future, and also to have a better medical cover
For them.
I have education insurance for my son. Yes.
Okay, still young in primary.
Yes, my son is in grade 5.
And your stepsister?
My stepsister is in grade 8.
So definitely you have, because she's also your daughter. Do you have?
It's above the age. I was told by the insurance I could not take for her. For my stepsister because of the age.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's your dream in terms of education for these two great people in your life?
My dream is for them to have the best education and to have great, amazing future. And also I'm praying for them to be God-fearing people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. So tell me about your spirituality. How does it blend with your retirement needs?
As we are growing old, we get deeper into spirituality. We get to know more about God and how He does His work. And I thank Him because He's been there for me. And through His guidance, I'm where I am right now. And I know that He has great plans for my future. And I'm going far, believing and trusting and having faith in God.
Amen.
Yes, as a Christian, yeah.
We've talked about your retirement plans, quite interesting, I love them. But I'm still going backwards. We are in this hospital. What do we have to say about it? When did you acquire it? What does it do? And all the details about it. Is it part of your retirement plan?
Yeah, this is part of my retirement plan. It came up after resigning. I have a friend who owned the facility by then. And when we were talking about the resignation and everything, I wanted him to she guided me on pension. And she came up like, what about if I give you the facility to run, because I know that you are capable of doing it.
Wow.
And it didn't click my mind, because when I was resigning, I wasn't resigning to have such a great investment in my life.
Wow.
I only knew that I was venturing into the beauty and cosmetic. But when she came up with the idea, I told her to give me time to think about it, because it entails a lot. So I thought about it for roughly 1 month. I was still thinking about it, and with that, through prayers, I felt like I can do it, and that's how I came to own the facility.
So this facility, it's called
Feel Better Medical Clinic.
Feel Better Medical Clinic.
Yeah.
Please think about it. It's in Kangemi, just opposite the cooperative bank. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What are the services offered in this facility?
We have several services under health care. We have general services. We have gynecological services. We have pharmaceutical service. We have laboratory services. We have ultrasound services, and we have counseling.
Wow.
Yeah. Sure.
And in terms of staff, how many staff do you have, especially doctors and nurses?
Currently we have 1 doctor, 1 nurse, a lab technician, pharmacist, 2 receptionists. Yes. I have qualified doctors and personnel, and very friendly and ready to serve you. And it's busy because we are getting clients, we are treating them, and the feedback is very good because they respond to the medications. And we have everything that healthcare facility entails. So whenever you walk in, you will never lack any service that you need under healthcare.
So is this clinic part of your retirement plan?
Yeah, yes, of course. It's part of my retirement plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting at your age. To think about such a facility. I was quite impressed when I came in. Actually, we are seated in the laboratory of this facility. With these 2 businesses you are doing, how is your normal everyday life?
My family takes a bigger portion of my life. So my life evolves between these 2 businesses. When I'm not at my cosmetic shop, I'm at Kangemi Clinic.
So what would you tell young people who are watching this?
What I can advise young people to think about their retirement. Yes, to save towards their retirement, to invest towards their retirement, to have side hustles towards their retirement. It's all about retirement.
Okay, yeah. It's all about retirement. What about their normal lives?
Yes, you jungle in between, but mostly think about your retirement. Because if you concentrate too much on your normal life, time is moving and time is money. So the moment by the time you will be thinking about retirement, maybe you will not have enough resources to save, to build, to invest.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, viewers. We've been with Esther, and we are going to go to her other business, what she has just talked about, her cosmetic shop. I wasn't aware about it, but I'm so glad at her age she's actually preparing, and I was quite impressed that she's talking about retirement, even without my prompting her. Because when she started thinking about leaving her paid employment, she started thinking about her retirement. And it's quite impressive to hear what she has got to tell us. So for now, please let's just say bye. See you in my next one.